Cruz here at House of Pinal Worship Center, and I want to take a moment to share with you a special project, Operation Forward March. Operation Forward March is a project for the repairing and restoring of God's house. In the book of Haggai, God speaks to the prophet concerning his people living in paneled houses, while yet his house of worship, lies in ruins. God instructs him to tell the people to consider their ways, because what God wanted to do was bless them. We believe that God wants to do the same through Operation Forward March. Our church building has been here since the early 1900s, and today is in need of many repairs and upgrades. If you have been to House of Pinal Worship Center, without a doubt you would agree with me that God's presence is in this place. We have seen many lives changed, delivered, restored, families brought back together. We have seen God do his part, but now it's time for us to do our part. You may have received a letter the Lord had me share with you concerning Operation Forward March. Inside is a self-addressed stamped envelope with a card where you can notate your giving towards this project. But the most important thing is that on the reverse side of the card, we're asking for you to put a prayer request. We believe that if you attach a request to your giving, that it will cause God to do a miraculous act on your behalf. Operation Forward March began last year, and we were blessed to hear the testimonials that came back as people attached a prayer request to their giving and saw God move in a miraculous way on their behalf.
Last year when we were doing the Forward March, God gave us a specific number, and he also gave it to my husband first and then confirmed it with me. And also when we were doing that, the pastor had also said that we should write down in our envelope what we wanted from God for that year. So my husband wrote something down, and I left mine blank because I wanted a whole bunch of things, but I didn't know which one to specifically write. So my husband wrote one in specific, and he had wrote the word promotion. And the following week, or actually the following day, I think, that he went to work, he was offered another position at his job, and he started training for that position.
Every day, because on the envelope that I put promotion in all areas of my life. So God has been promoting me in different areas of my life, and this is just the result of us being obedient to what God has asked us to do for March.
Okay, so at the time when we decided to give the amount that we were going to give for Operation Forward March, we had just gotten married, and the finances, we had paid cash for our wedding, so our finances were tight, and it was a stretch. It was a leap of faith to give that amount that God had given to us. And so when we put the money in, we hadn't done our taxes yet. And historically, whenever Keith had done his taxes, he always owed money rather than getting money back. So we, by faith, gave to Operation Forward March, and then I went back like 2 weeks later and I did our taxes, and I finished mine, and mine, was normal compared to the year before. But when I did Keith's, all of a sudden, instead of having to pay, he was getting money back. And not only was he getting money back, but he was getting double what we had put in to Operation Forward March. So it was just an opportunity for us to really recognize how God wanted to bless us even in the midst, because we were not anticipating that. In fact, we were kind of anticipating we were going to have to pay some money back to the government. So it was a blessing to us when we when we finished our taxes.
Reverse the curse that was over our life. And so now I'm walking into God's blessings, into God's greatness because of my sacrifice and my obedience to Him. And it means to walk into the way that God wanted me to walk, to be the man that God wanted.
Placed in her heart. After that, the following month, God gave us, our house.
It's okay.
It's okay, too. Basically what happened, he gave us our house. We didn't have the money for the house. You know, we had no money that we invested for Forward March. You know, that God told Julia in her heart. You know, at first I wasn't, listen, the number's kind of high. You know, we really don't have that much money saved. How are we going to be able to get the house? Because that's what we wanted to move out and get on our own feet. So, you know, God gave us the house. You know, He gave us 2 brand new cars. You know, and it was all through the Forward March operation. You know, we did a lot of prayer. It was tons of prayer. And it was just being faithful and believing that, you know, God, He's gonna provide. You know, because God never let us go without. So why would He let us go without this time? And we kept looking in the Bible, and I don't remember the script exactly, but I think it was something about the sparrow or the bird where it said, I'm trying to remember what it said. It said that, you know, the sparrow, it doesn't have a place to live or doesn't have a place to eat, but God provides for it. You know, and I kept telling Julia, you know, don't worry about it. It's going to happen, you know. And it all happened basically through God. You know, He basically did everything for us, and I'm just excited to see what the outcome of this year is going to turn out to be like.
I want to thank you for allowing me to share this project with you. And I'm going to ask that you prayerfully consider asking God what He would have you to give to Operation Forward March. God bless you.